Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So today I am going to be doing my monthly favourites because March is now gone. Can you believe it? I mean, I'm saying that after every month because this year is flying by already. We're still kind of in some type of lockdown. I'm still working from home. I'm like, getting bored of it all now, but better safe than sorry. But yeah, today I'm here to do my monthly favorite products. I have a different layout this time, so I kind of have products that didn't work for me, products that were okay, and products that I absolutely love and obsessed with. And I have a bit of an update with my project pan as well. It's not the biggest update because a lot of the products I've been using, but it's taken me a while to kind of get to a certain point. So let's go on with the kind of least favorite products. I only have two because weirdly enough, a lot of products that I've tried this month have been pretty good. So the first thing that I want to talk about are these Blemish stickers that I got from Beauty Bay. I bought these, actually, I purchased this only about a week or two ago, and essentially what they are stickers that you put on your spots to help them fade away, to disappear. You get a pack of, I believe it's 72, and you get two different sizes. The only reason that I don't like this is because I've tried it a good few times and they do nothing for my spots. I have rosacea, but the spots are obviously counted to that, but they do go away. Like, they are just spots because I do have very combination skin and I don't have a good diet, so spots are a normal part of living. And I thought I would give these a go because they're on sale, and because it's good for breakouts and de-stressing. And Beauty Bay products I love. Their makeup products are fantastic. Like the eyeshadow I'm wearing, that's a Beauty Bay eyeshadow. Their own products are fantastic. But when I tried this, it does absolutely nothing to my spots. I have kept them on overnight. I've kept them on for numerous hours. On here it says keep for a maximum, for a minimum of 2 hours or overnight. I've tried both. They don't do anything. I've used them like on my chin. I've used them on numerous parts of my face. They do nothing. They do stick on really well, which is fine. And it looks like you are not wearing anything. So if you wanted to maybe go out and put one of those on to kind of maybe hide a spot, then that's great. But the actual effects of it is nothing. So I will continue to use them. Maybe if they might start working, I don't know, but yeah, they're not really not that great. They only cost about £4 because they're on sale, but even then that's £4 that I could have bought maybe an MUA product or something else. But you never know unless you try them. But yeah, I'll see how they go, but so far not so great. And then the second item that I did not enjoy that much is the ELF kind of mint melt eyeshadow palette. And again, I have mentioned these quads, not obviously this one, but the multiple different quads, numerous times, how much I love them. I thought I would give this one a go because it was part of their mint to be collection, and of course this one is £1 more than the normal one. So this was £4 where the normal ones are £3, and I thought let's see how it goes. And this is not a very good palette for me. This mint shade is just so light. I am not really a pastel kind of person, but I do love this green, and this silver I love, and this one as well, but it's just not very good. It's just so patchy. It does not come out as well as the other ones. If you really want to try a mini green eyeshadow palette, try the hot jalapeno one. That one is amazing. That's like my favorite one out of the mini quads, and again that one is £3. You're saving yourself £1, but it's more about the quality for me. And this one, I know that there were two different ones, maybe the other one would have been much better for me, but I felt like the silver in this as well is not that great. Like, it's very flaky, it's just not very nice. I haven't tried anything else in their Mint to Be collection. I've heard, I mean, look, that's just gone away in like 2 seconds. Yeah, this is a big miss for me. I will just stick to the other ones. This one, I mean, I'll use again, but I probably won't use it on camera because it's not very good. So let's go on to the products that I thought were okay. So this product, this is a lip product that I had been wanting to try ever since I got it, and then I purchased it and I thought it was okay. And it's one of the NARS Air Matte liquid lipsticks. These are quite expensive. I mean, I think this was either £15 or something like that, and I got the shade Total Domination, and I had seen a few YouTubers that I like talk about these and how nice they are, so I thought, okay, let's give it a go. They go on really nicely, but they don't settle down and they fade after a really just like not that long. The packaging is super cute. I love the way, like, the matte feel of it, but when you actually put on the product, like I said, it doesn't dry down at all. So if you're drinking or anything, it will just transfer. And I mean, for a product for that type of price, and this is one of the first kind of NARS products that I've tried, it's alright. It's not, for me, for a lip product, I prefer liquid lipsticks that are gonna settle on the lips and stay there for as long as possible, because, you know, you're gonna be using them for the rest of the day. This one I haven't tried to kind of top up, but I feel like it might just gather up a lot, because when you take it out, it's quite clumpy. It feels nice. It's not one that I will go back to. I wouldn't buy another shade just to kind of say, oh, I've got another NARS product. Like, I would happily spend, I don't know, £10 on a lip product instead of spending maybe 15-20 on one like this. Yeah, it's okay. Another product is this Super Dewy liquid highlighter by Makeup Revolution. I've only tried this like once or twice. It's okay. When I tried it on my skin, I actually tried it quite recently on one of my recent videos, the pigmentation just kind of disappears. You put it on and it just kind of fades. As you're blending in, it just fades away. It might take a while for it to build up, but when it comes to cream products, I mean, they should really be as out there as even a powder product, even more so. It's alright. What is this shade? This is the shade Flushing For You, and they do have quite a few shades of these as well, but when I was on the Revolution website, this was like the last kind of shade that they had, and I felt like this one might be quite good for me. When I put it on, it just faded. I tried a couple of times to like build it up to see how it went. Didn't really come out as well as I wanted it to. It's not bad actually. First, I think it was £6 or £5, so it's not too bad, but they have better cream products that I would try, and even their powder highlighters are maybe 10 times better than this one, so this is okay. And then the last kind of okay product is an eyeshadow palette that I wish was so much better, but it's not, and it's the Bambi Flower Palette by Colourpop. And this product, I don't know what it is. I mean, I love Colourpop, I love Disney, I love Bambi, but it's so small. There is so much fallout in this palette, honestly. If you saw my review of this palette, you would hear me like complain about 10 times how much fallout there is. Like, I've used this palette once and it's already wrecked the look of it. Like, this purple shade, which is called Little Stinker, is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade, but there is just so much fallout that you're wasting so much product just by dipping in once. And yeah, the shades are nice. They're not as pigmented as some of their other ones, you know, like their 9-pan palettes, which are really good. I don't know what it is about some of their collaborations. They're just not as great as just their normal products, and it's more expensive as well. I'm pretty sure this palette was $15 or something like that, and it's not worth $15. It's so small. It's, for example, looking at another, you know, like the product. This is tiny, but this is like not even that much larger than this size. Their 9 pans are much bigger, but the quality is like so much better than this. I mean, the packaging is probably the best thing about it, and the fact that it's Disney and it's Bambi. But yeah, it was in the average kind of section. So let's go on to some positive things, because I have a lot of positive things that I want to talk about. The first product is not a makeup product, but it's a body product that I mentioned, I think it must have been like a week ago, that I purchased as part of my Colourpop order. When it was with a couple of other products, I think they were on sale, but I picked up a few things. It might have been the Bambi collection, but I bought one of their body milks and I bought the coconut smell. This smells amazing. I love coconut. It is one of my favourite scents ever. And the packaging is amazing because obviously it looks like a milk carton. And I use this every time I have a shower and I just need to keep my skin moisturised because my skin gets very dry sometimes. And this settles in so nicely. It's not oily at all. Like when you apply it, it just settles into the skin. Your hands don't feel sticky and you smell amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. There's 2 different sizes actually. So when I had ordered this, they had come out with a smaller version as I had ordered, and I was like, I would have bought the smaller version if I had kind of known. It's still worth it. It weighs a ton actually, so it's really heavy. How much is in there? It doesn't even say. Oh, there is 9.7 fluid ounces, so 287 millilitres, which is good. It's going to last me a long time. I like to keep the packaging because that's so cute. But yeah, it's got coconut milk, it's got a marshmallow root, so they're both just really softening, very moisturising for the skin. And my husband's a big fan of coconut as well, so I thought I would buy it to kind of, for him to be like, oh, you smell really nice today. So yeah, this is super nice. And then let's go on to foundation. So I've got 2 foundations. The first one, of course, is the Maybelline Superstay Active Wear foundation. I use this to death on my channel and I've been using it a lot, and I can see through kind of the glass that it's kind of losing a bit more because I've been using it so much, but it's so nice. I got the shade 05 Light Beige. This is amazing on my skin. It's so moisturising, it's full coverage. Like I say, I haven't tried it for 30 hours. I'm not going to. The most I kind of leave it on for is probably about 3 or 4 hours, and then after that, you know, it's good. It still looks really good. I haven't had to kind of maybe pat down with a setting powder or anything. And well, I'm not going anywhere. I haven't been anywhere to use it, so it's a bit difficult to kind of say on that aspect. But maybe when I start going out a bit, when lockdown is lifted, and I could wear it for a bit longer, I will try this, you know, properly, because under a mask, and see how it works, because I've just been wearing it at home. But I do like this a lot, and it's only $10.99, so it's a bargain. And then going on to foundation, that's not so much a bargain, and I only used it in my previous video, but it's the KVD Vegan Good Apple foundation, and I'm using it right now because I did just film the video before this, and this is in the shade Light 004. This is the only shade that they had left in the Boots that I went to. Like, they had darker shades, but of course I'm not a darker shade, I'm a very light shade, and this is a really good fit for me. So I have very pale skin, and this was fantastic. I didn't have to use that much. I dipped in maybe about a couple of times because I like to build up my foundation. If you've seen me without makeup, I do have very red pigmented skin, and this hides it fantastically. I've got red because I'm wearing a blush, but normally I have very red skin around here. So far it feels very lightweight. It feels like there's nothing on my skin. It smelled a bit like apple when I first opened it, but it so far has been doing very well. I've had my lunch and I barely see anything different. I know that's not a long time, but for me that's something, because foundation could look super dry and start cracking for me, because I do have very dry skin, very combination skin as well. But so far this is good. So let's go on to kind of other, you know, products that I like to use on my face. So when it comes to highlighter, of course of course, my Steph Tom's Milk and Cookies highlighter. It was part of my monthly favourites last time, but that's because I had just purchased it, used it once and obsessed with it. And I'm still obsessed with it. I think this is one of my favourite highlighters ever. I love Steph. I think she's fantastic. This highlighter is definitely up her street, like definitely, you know, she made it basically. I know it keeps on selling out on Beauty Bay, so she's doing something good. Another product is a bronzer that I purchased from Revolution, and I'm starting to get into bronzers a bit more because I have very pale skin. I look like a ghost, and I know spring is coming. I'm not going on holiday anytime soon, and I feel like using a bronzer will help define my face just a little bit. I've got a bit on today, and I felt like I've put on a good amount, like I haven't completely caked my face in bronzer. This is in the shade Bahia. I can't pronounce that, sorry. But yeah, this is part of the Revolution Pro. This is quite an older product, but I felt like it like appealed to me, and I love the way it looks. Like I love that kind of design on there, and I feel like this might be a dupe for another bronzer, as in like it looks the same, because I know Revolution do that a lot. They like to kind of take the ideas of other brands and use it for their own to look like dupes. But yeah, this was £9, so it's not too bad of a price, and it's gonna last me for a while, so that's pretty good. But this next product is probably my favourite product of the whole month. I get excited about it, I think about it at random times, but it's the blush. It's the Melt Cosmetics blush. I've used this in every video I've done in the past week, ever since I've got it, and honestly, I'm using it today. I'm obsessed with this. I don't know why. It smells so nice. I don't know how, but honestly, looking at how nice, how much I'm glowing right now, I'm obsessed. I cannot stop thinking about this product. It's so weird. I love it. This is the shade Polished. When I was ordering it from Beauty Bay, it was in my wish list, but all the other shades were selling out really quickly, and I was like, you know what, I can't just sit on it. It's £16, which for me, a bit more expensive than what I would normally pay for a blush, but because I was loving it. I was just looking at reviews, and it just seemed right up my street. I'm really into kind of liquid kind of blushes at the moment, so this was the first, actually the Elf Putty Primer, no, what am I talking about? The Elf Putty Blush was the first kind of, you know, liquid blush that I've tried, and then I tried this. This is so good. All the other shades are sold out on Beauty Bay now. I don't know if they're going to restock them, but I am so glad that I purchased it. I've been using it every kind of video that I've, you know, filmed, and I've used this, and I'll be continuously using it. It's probably my favourite product of the month, and that's strange for me to say that a blush is that good. Honestly, I love it. And now let's go. There's one lip product, and it's the NYX. What are these actually called? The Shine Loud liquid lipsticks. The one that went viral on TikTok. I don't know how things go viral, but yeah, this is in the shade Self-Taught Millionaire, and I like to wear strange colours. I like to kind of experiment a lot. This green made me feel so confident and made me feel really pretty. And I know that's really strange for a lot of people who like to wear nudes and just simple reds, but for me, growing up and you know, being an alternative kid, wearing black lipstick, purple lipstick, whatever, a shade like this brings me back to my teen years, and being told that I looked ugly or being told that I looked stupid in these shades, this brings me back so much confidence, so much kind of nostalgia, especially when it comes to this shade. I mean, I really want to try some of their other ones, and this really does last freaking ages. I mean, the gloss doesn't last that long, but when you put on the liquid lipstick and then you let it set in a bit, you add the gloss on top, it makes your lips look amazing. It makes them look more full, and it's only £11, I think. Yeah, and they have like a dozen shades, and this one just spoke out to me the most because it's green. So yeah, let's go on to eyeshadow palettes, and I'm going to go through these quite quick because I know this video is quite long and I've still got some of my project plan to talk about. So the first eyeshadow palette from Collection, the Ibiza Sunset palette for £5. This is amazing. I've never tried Collection eyeshadows before, but this honestly is a gorgeous nudie red palette. I've used this about 3 or 4 times. Stays on all day, doesn't crease, and there are about 4 other different sets of these, like of the colours, and I love it. It's so good. Another one is, this is a bit random, it's a kind of a selection of minis. So I bought a couple of loose kind of pans from Colourpop, and then I put my Stigma ones in here as well. And I also purchased this kind of empty palette. So obviously if you have ones like this, you can just stick them in. So the Spectrum ones I do really like. I got part of my mystery box that was part of Valentine's Day, but then these 2 shades up here. So this one is called Imperial, that's a matte shade, and then I bought a shimmer which is called High Society. They're both fantastic. I love this as well, and I love this nice smaller compact. I don't have any other kind of loose eyeshadows, but if I ever purchase any more, I'll just move them over and add it here. But I'm more of a palette kind of person, but when it comes to kind of these shades, absolutely amazing pigmented. They're on sale. I think they're about $2.50, and I thought, you know what, let's give them a go. Instead of buying another large palette, I could just pick up one of these empty ones and put them in there, and it's amazing. Another palette, I think I spoke about this in my last monthly favourites, I can't remember, but it's the Blueberry Muffin palette by BH Cosmetics. I've been using it a few times ever since the last time I guess I featured it. But again, colour selection is amazing. BH Cosmetics are one of my favourite brands. They're just, it's a nice selection of shades, a lot of kind of looks that you can create with them, and pigmented, gorgeous, and just so cute. And then next we have an eyeshadow palette from Morphe. This one I did kind of like a first impressions. It must have been a few weeks ago actually when I purchased it. But yeah, this is the 9 Painted Desert palette, and this is like a red nude palette which I'm absolutely obsessed with. I love this red just here, which is called High Temp, and then mixing the kind of other shades with it. It's a gorgeous palette. I think it's only £10 or maybe £12, I can't remember, but it is a really decent price, and I really actually want to try the rest of them, but I feel like I might have too many palettes at the moment, if one can say that, if a makeup obsessive can say that. I don't think I have too many palettes, but I definitely have a lot of palettes to try out. But yeah, I just love the way that the pigments are for this palette. Yeah, it's really worth it actually. I think Morphe are always known to be very hit and miss when it comes to their palettes, but I feel like this 9 pan is pretty good. And then the last eyeshadow palette for me is the P. Louise Date Night palette, and I purchased this, it was definitely a few weeks ago. I mean, this originally came out during Valentine's Day, it's sold out, and then they did a restock just at the beginning of March, and I picked one up and I've used it a few times on my channel. But I just love the colour selection. I know over the weekend they did like a 50% off, and I know that this was to like £11. I was tempted to pick up another set, like another palette, but I thought, you know what, this is going to last me a very long time, and the other ones are just quite nude ones. I'm like, I don't need any more like nude kind of palettes because they're not ones that I go to the most. But this one has a gorgeous red, a nice pink, and just a beautiful selection. This is a really gorgeous palette, especially for me trying out the P. Louise eyeshadows for the first time. And the packaging, like her I've said it so many times, her packaging is insane, and they're always coming out with new type of packaging as well. Even the packaging that they send through the post is fantastic. She must go through so much money designing all of this stuff. But I follow her on social media, and she's always talking about progressing and, you know, becoming, you know, not becoming more rich, but kind of knowing what you can achieve. And I think that, you know, different types of packaging, I've said packaging 700 times and my brain's going to explode, but the design and the thought process towards them is amazing. So those were my monthly favourites. Oh, I'm out of breath. Let's do a quick update on my project pan because I don't have a major update. So when it comes to the major breakthrough, it's this powder. I mean, this I knew was going to be my first pan because already when I chose it, it was already kind of coming through. So I cheated a bit slightly, but I've been using this non-stop, and honestly I think this will be done in a few weeks, if that, because I mean the highest part is probably in the corner here, so I might start using the edge a bit more to kind of level it out. But yeah, this is like the major breakthrough. Everything else has been okay, like the I can feel like there's about this much left for the primer, which still feels like quite a lot, but if I kind of concentrate a lot more on certain of these certain products, I think I'll get through them quite quickly. With the blush, I can see there's like a major dent in it. I don't know how much is left. It's so frustrating with these products because I don't know how much is left because the pans, I can't see how deep the pan is. The packaging is massive, but the pan is definitely not that big. I've definitely been using this one a lot, so there is quite a dent in that one. The eyeshadow palette, not so much. I'm using it, but I can see some of the R's in these are fading because this red one is like my favourite shade, which is Scarlet. And then the other two at the bottom I've been using quite a lot. So those ones are definitely the ones that are my favourite shades. But I'm trying my best to go through this palette so much. I've been trying my best to do different looks. And I'm getting there, when it comes to my coconut face milk, there's about that much left, so that's not too bad. I've been using my other face milks as well because you know, I don't want them to go off, or I don't want to like separate, but this one is doing not too bad. My foundation, can't really see again, but I have been using it a lot and there is quite a bit left, maybe here. Obviously you can see inside, but because I'm always shaking it, it will cover up how much is actually left. So I think we're almost getting there with that one. And with the lip products, I mean, this is going to take freaking ages to get through, but I feel like I'm doing some justice. But then with the lip liner, we're doing alright. I mean, we're getting there. Like, there's still a lot left in there, so again, I'm trying my best to get through them as quick as possible, or just getting through them. With the highlighter, I've made a bit of a dent. I actually left it next door because I used it on my last video, but that one is doing alright. The only thing I've hit pan on is my powder, and I'm getting there. It's just I have a bad habit of buying new products, testing new products. I know the whole point of this project pan is to not buy new shit and, you know, use up the shit I've got, but I'm doing it, I promise. I'm trying my best to fight the urges, but I'm getting there. So yeah, that was my monthly favourites, misses, okays, and project pan update. Oh, I feel like I need to have a nap after this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your favourite product of the month is. If you, like me, like to use a lot of makeup, testing a lot of makeup, what's been your favourite product? Is there any of these products that you're going to try? Let me know. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. I hope you're doing well, you're happy and you're healthy. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.